You might be into working something already, or you might have an excellent idea, but you have still not started, and you have a lot of questions and doubt about how to go about starting a business. Most importantly, the most common question that people have is, how can I make money with no money or very less money? Now, there is a misconception among some people that to start a business, I need a lot of capital. Well, it depends on what you are offering out there in the market. Is it a business which needs heavy capital, or is it a business which needs no capital as such? So basically, in this video, what we are going to focus upon is what are certain business aspects, business ideas, and some domains that you can begin with little or no money at all, and practically how can you actually make it happen. So in order to begin, first you need to know three things. What is the problem you're solving? So you need to know three things. You don't need capital, you need the problem, the skill, and the execution plan. So when you combine these three things, you will see that whatever idea it is, whatever domain it is, you are having a proper cash flow and your business is already in the boom. So the first important point is start with a problem, not an idea. So let's say you know you have certain skill sets, you know you have that determination, you know that I am willing to do whatever it takes and get this thing going. So first of all, focus on the problems. What are certain problems that people are willing to pay you if you provide them the solution? Look for the skill sets and experiences that you already have. So this is a very common exercise that I give to most of my clients. That is, you can also do it yourself. List down all the skill sets that you have. And when I say skill sets, not necessarily means your professional ones. It can be something which you have never tried out professionally, but you are very good at it. It can be anything. You are very good at listening, you have a lot of patience. But talking about skill sets, let's say you are extremely good in gardening and understanding how the trees grow, etc., etc., but you never tried this out professionally, but you have a good knowledge about it. So that is a particular skill set which you have not taken professionally, but you know that you can do something with it. So like this, list down all the skill sets which you have tried professionally and which are something you have never tried professionally. Then list down your experiences, personal and professional, and of course then list down what are some of the problems that are there in the market. Now over here I want to give just a heads up, because a lot of people, there is a huge noise about only focus on your passion, build a business out of passion and this and that, which is fine. Most of the time you will see that sometimes people get hyped on passion and then that just goes off, because after all it's not just passion that leads you through. There are a lot of different aspects that come into picture. What if you have a lot of passion about certain idea, but there is no need of it in the market, nobody is willing to pay you, it is not solving a problem, then what's the use of it? So think from a very practical perspective. If you really want to start a business, like the traditional business owners, if you just go and talk to them, they will first tell you, you know what, there is a problem, you go and start that, because they know that when you solve a problem in the marketplace, when you solve a problem of the people, they are willing to be with you, willing to come to you again and again, because after all they are getting the solution. So think from that perspective. Change your approach to the idea that you want to work for. So coming back to our point, instead of asking the question, what business can I solve? Instead, ask, what problem can I solve? And there can be many domains with respect to this. The most common ones are coaching, consulting, teaching, training, organizing, designing, marketing, managing systems or people. So if you look at it, these are certain businesses which does not need any money or very little money to start off with. And if you think that you have certain skill sets to work in any of these domains and solve somebody's problem, you are good to begin with. So look back in your life and see if people have come to you again and again for some sort of advice, maybe in a particular domain, maybe in a particular area, over and over again. That's a clue that that is something you are good at and you can actually think of taking it professionally. Now, as I already mentioned, the next aspect is going deeper into it. So let's say teaching, coaching, training, consulting, all these things. You need to pick up which is the niche, means what are you good in? If consulting, what is the problem you are solving through consulting, through coaching, through training services? So let's say you are helping the existing business owners, or you are helping the existing professionals out there in a particular domain, or you are helping students out there. So all these things will come under here. So you need to figure out what is a skill that you have, and or what is a skill you can develop quickly. You have little, you want to refine it. The next thing is, what is a problem it is solving of that particular target audience, and what is this niche that you want to focus upon. The next aspect is offering services like designing, managing systems, processes, the operations part of it. You can sit at your home virtually and do it. Nowadays, doing all these stuffs is so easy. You just need to figure out what is there that a person needs out there. Like a lot of people need virtual assistant, a lot of people need managing their back-end operations, systems, people, etc. So just figure out what is it that you are good at, what is it that you can help somebody else with, and then you build a niche out of that. The next aspect I mentioned is about organizing. Now, I'm not sure if you know about it. There is a big industry which is booming up, which is about organizing your stuffs in your home or office space. It can be organizing your entire home. It can be organizing or your cupboard, your wardrobes, your office space, etc. Basically, it is reorganizing and redesigning. So if you're somebody who loves arranging stuffs, systemizing stuffs, aesthetics, colors, beauty, and understanding how space works, then this is a great space for you. All you need is your creative angle and the way you are going to deliver it. So yes, if you think that this is something you want to go ahead and start off with, you can definitely go and start off with. To start any business, if you feel, why would strangers pay me? Big deal. Start with somebody whom you know. Maybe at the beginning, start off with giving something for free and ask them to give a testimonial or a feedback once they like your service. Or you can charge very less and then reach out to people. Now here comes your ability to market yourself. Now this is where majority of the people get stuck, because if you really want to start a business, if you really want to solve a problem out there, people first need to know that you can solve their problem. And for that, you actually need to be visible. When I say visible, not necessarily show your face on social media, but there has to be some sort of presence out there, online or offline. You choose which one you want. But yes, online is the most easiest one. It is most widespread one. And also, this is how you can also build credibility as well, by sharing your story, by sharing the skill sets, the testimonials, the feedbacks, and all these things. Now, talking about the coaching, consulting, training services, you can also go and deliver seminars and workshops out there. That is also service based. You literally don't need any investment in that. It's all your skill set, creativity, and the way of presenting what you are delivering out there. So figure out which are the topics, which are the domains you are really good at. So let's say, for example, you are really good in communication, you're really good in grooming. Okay, you can help people choose their body language, choose their tonality when they are communicating, help them understand how they should speak, how they should behave, and everything. Grooming aspect, how they should dress up, how they should show up, and all these things. So all these things can be done when you put this in a package and actually deliver it out there. Do not think that, oh, if they don't like it, if they say no, then what happens? The question is, what do you have to lose? After all, if you don't try it out, how would you know whether they like it or not? And even if they don't like it, what's harm in revamping it, modifying it, and trying it out again? If you think, let's burst one of the myths. If you think you are just going to be 10 out of 10 right from the beginning of starting a business, you're absolutely wrong. You are having lots of misconceptions. The most important point over here is, stop chasing perfectionism. Start even before you are ready. Like, a lot of people get stuck that I want to build a logo, I want to build a website, and this and that, and then I want to start. Well, the smart people are the ones first who go and get some clients, and then they start building all these things. So there are a lot of opportunities out there. Like I mentioned, some of these stuffs. The other stuffs are freelancing opportunities, right? There are so many websites out there, Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, etc., where you can actually register yourself and definitely provide your services out there. Of course, the platform is going to take a portion of the money, but you are going to keep the remaining. That is a great way to get clients as well. Along with that, use your social media accounts, Instagram, LinkedIn. Use LinkedIn in a manner that it actually helps you get the visibility, the credibility, and more clients, the kind of connections and network you are looking for. So along with all these service-based things, the freelancing activities, there are so many options in these domains which I mentioned, which you can actually literally start with no money or very, very less money. So go ahead, choose which one works for you, do the exercise of figuring out the skills, the experiences, etc. Choose the best of three, okay, and then reduce it down to one, and then start with that. Because what happens is, until and unless you take one, test it out in the market, and then you realize whether this is working or not, you will not understand theoretically, just in mind, you will not understand whether this is working or not. So maybe give yourself, let's say, a 90-day plan, let's say a 6-month plan, and then accordingly you test this out in the market. Without testing, do not give up on any idea. So like I mentioned, all these things are great digitally if you want to create something. At the same time, I would definitely like to also share some of the offline stuffs, offline local opportunities that you can also think about, because these are also very much in demand. Like for example, if you have seen nowadays, the local homemade food services, typically in the cities, it's very, very much in demand. Yes, there are the delivery platforms out there, but if you look at it, the community-based places, the societies, etc., maybe wherever you are staying. So reach out to the nearby 10 societies and give them the taste of your food, or get some cook or chef with you and run this service and send it across to all the people. The tiffin service, you can also further niche it down. You can do it for professionals who does not have time to cook. You can make it for busy mothers who literally do not have any time for themselves or even to cook. You can do it for the elderly people, so senior citizens out there, and you can actually make this service into a subscription model as well. So what happens is, when you start with 5 or 10 societies, then you can expand, because what happens, the nearby societies, the advantage is that when the food is fresh, the delivery is very fast and they are getting fresh food out there, and there is also credibility that they know you or you know them, build relationship, build rapport, and this is a great business model if you know how to implement it. The next thing you can also do is elder care services, like having a team or you doing it yourself at the beginning if you are good in it. Now here, yes, I must give the disclaimer, if you can have certain medical understanding, awareness, or if you are having some sort of medical background, that would be an added advantage for you. So elder care services are some things like when you go to their places and take care of them. It might not be the extremes of things, it might be also spending some time with them, also come under this services. And there is a huge demand nowadays in many urban cities, areas like this. So there are a lot of services which you see in and around your place. So think from a different approach. Look for what is the problem these people are facing, what is the problem, what kind of people are facing. Out of all these problems, which is the one I can at least try to solve? When you start thinking from a different approach, when you see this from a different angle, you see so many opportunities opening up, and you also find a way of implementation. Now here is another important thing which I keep on telling in almost every time, is that do not jump on the how factor first.
First be clear on what you want to do and why you want to do that. Because only after this, your how will be
clear. If your what and why are not clear, your how does not make sense and you feel overwhelmed because the how never gets answered. So I hope this helps and you have lots of ideas to implement it. Do not get overwhelmed. Just pick one, give yourself a time frame, reverse engineer. If you have not seen my previous video, go ahead and watch it. And another video is there where I have spoken elaborately on the business plan. So go ahead, make your business plan as well. If you have any questions, do reach out to me or share in the comment section. If you have still not read my book, which is 7 Steps from Shame to Being Back in the Game, this is there on Amazon. It is not a motivational book. It is 100% implementation book. There are exercises and things to do. Gift it to somebody and help transform their lives. And I will see you soon in the next video. Thank you so much. Namaskar.